I just didn't want a real job. Managing bands, making records with the bands I manage, trying to make them all money. Finding Oasis was a big turning point. Half of the film never happened. I don't think I was ever that shouty. I look fucking Scottish.
How big is their existence in terms of your life? Is Primal, Screamadelica, and Bobby?
Yeah, well, they're all central to my life. I mean, I've known Bobby since 1971. Since I was 10 or 11, I've been friends with him, and that album was amazing. It was a breakthrough record for a record label creation. So I'd say all these things are true.
Are you familiar with Cornelius? Do you know his music?
Yeah, I tried to sign Cornelius in the 90s.
He actually released a split single with Martin Duffy, Ex-Felt, which really excited, the fans from the old days.
All right. Didn't know that.
It's your life, half of your life projected on that screen. How did you feel watching it?
Yeah, it was great. I loved it. I mean, it was an experience having a film about yourself.
How this film came to be? What kind of sort of discussions did you have?
I wrote a book. Irvin read the book. I sent it to Irvin, not thinking it was ever going to get made into a film. I just sent him it. And he loved it. And he went, "Can I make a movie?" I went, "Okay." Never thinking it would happen. And then he got initial funding. He got about 150 grand to develop it. And then he started phoning me up and he said, "I think we can get funding. What about Spud to play? No, what about Ewan McGregor to play you?" And I was like, he looks Swedish. I look fucking Scottish. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, I look like this. He looks like that. And then 2 hours later, he phoned me up and he went, "What about you? What about Spud?" And I went, "That'll work. He looks Scottish. I'm Scottish." And that's we got him. We got Richard Jobson of the Skids to play my dad. It was just great. It was brilliant people we got, you know what I mean?
Was there a moment where you went, "Yeah, he kind of looks like me," or "He kind of moves like me"?
I think he does me quite well. I mean, I don't think I was ever that shouty, but maybe I was. I don't know. It was fine. I think he played me reasonably well,
What do you think was kind of the biggest driving force?
I just didn't want a real job.
Rather than seeking success with the band?
Yes, it was. Yeah, I agree. It was. I mean, my own band was just a hobby. I was just having, it's something that I could go on tour in Germany or whatever. And, I could go on tour for a week in Germany whenever I wanted, to little clubs, 200 people a night. So I thought, but the actual real focus of my whole attention was my record label, you know what I mean?
Ed and both Joe were to the label as well. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, and Dick Green. These guys, were incredible. Dick Green was there by my side from pretty much the beginning. And Joe Foster was a musical inspiration. And Ed Ball was one of my best pals. Every one of these guys was important,
But for you, Alan, and for the label that is Creation, what do you think was the biggest turning point?
Well, can I just say one thing? The train thing never happened. That's Irvin Welsh.
Right.
Half of the film never happened, but that never happened. I never missed a train.
What do you see as a turning point for yourself personally or for Creation?
Well, I mean, suppose finding Oasis was a big turning point, but having hits in the beginning of the 90s with Primal Scream was a massive turning point, Then I suppose getting off drugs, that was a massive turning point for me personally, so it was good.
Alan, what's the Creation record that you revisit the most?
It's a good question, actually. Probably Screamadelica. But maybe felt Forever Breeze, The Lonely World as well. These two.
One of the visions you had for the foundation of the label to share the emotional, how you're moved by music with others through diversity and acceptance of change. He believes that you
That's
run
very intelligent for me. I don't remember saying it.
with the 16 years history of creation, the label. Do you think you were able to accomplish that?
We were putting records out. We were really great at one point. We were never bad. We were sometimes okay, but we were mostly fucking good. And that was great. That was brilliant to put that much good music out at one point. It was only over a period, a few years, but it was still brilliant.
After creation, you had a new label, Pop Tones. What was your goal with the Pop Tones?
I don't really know. I mean, I was just putting records out. I don't even know if it was good. It was just a thing that we put out a lot of records. We brought through the Hives, Cosmic Rough Riders, but I don't even know. It only lasted a few years, didn't it?
Is one of the reasons why you're running this label is because you have a love for the physical?
Yeah, I do, but I mean, I've kind of probably not really carrying on with it. I've done it for about 4 years, and now vinyl's in a 9-month wait for vinyl, and it's so problematic to get it. So I'm probably not going to carry on with it.
Okay. So, Alan, as you look to the future, what are some of the things you want to challenge yourself with? What are some of the things that are in the works?
Managing bands, making records with the bands I manage, trying to make them all money.
What encouraging message can you share with them?
Just be yourself. Do what you want to do. Be happy.
That's a beautiful message. Thank you very much.
Bye.